Okay, but that's not the
But
same.
that's not the same. Okay, can you?
Simone Biles commented on my video. Simone Biles, Olympic gold medalist, most decorated gymnast of all time, took time out of her day, I think she's at the Olympics, to comment about the situation about her husband wearing her medal. And she put the medal on him. So she told him to. I can't really be mad if she told him to. You know what I mean? And maybe he is really taking notes. Maybe I am miserable. I'll be called miserable by the most decorated gymnast of all time. I don't really care. I think that's fine. I think in comparison, naturally I am not just miserable, but also lazy, untalented, and all the other things in the caption. I am undeniably that in comparison. So I don't mind. I don't mind this at all.
What kind of woman are you trying to date?
You wasn't stupid if you think I'm paying on the first date.
Older men don't want older women. I have a hard time believing that older men genuinely see younger women and think, this is my romantic equal. Yeah. Like, I don't think you think that about a 22-year-old, sir.
Older men be like, I don't want older women or women my age because they look this way. And I'd be like, but you're bald. You getting bald.
All right, y'all, a little bit of house cleaning before we get started. I've been gone for a second, the Olympics or whatever, and I've been under the weather. But I would like to say for all of those who've been rocking with me from day one, I appreciate your support. For all of y'all that may be new here, coming in or out my door, please, for me, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, get it cracking in the comments. Every bit of your engagement helps promote me into the YouTube algorithm. I appreciate y'all's support, man. Now, let's get to the video. Drop it. Let's go.
Okay, but that's not the
But
same.
that's not the same. Okay, can you?
Okay, but that's not the
But
same.
that's not the same. Okay, can you?
So what you have basically is a list, right, of expectations from women. And the only thing on this list, to me, that's a standard is the car. I believe any man should have a car if you want to date. Hell, if you want to have a career or job opportunity, especially where I stay, you need to be able to get around. But other than that, this list that's above what the women require are nothing more than preferences and expectations. And the man, you know, what the two things that the men expect. I prefer a nice lady and you to have, to not have kids. It's a standard because most men who are dating, if they prefer a woman not to have kids, they're not gonna have any children. He should. If he doesn't, he's a fool. And if you look underneath, you'll see what the women respond to when the men have a standard. And it's, you hate women, you're a pig, who hurt you, heal. And it's just like, this is the staunch difference between what you see on social media, because this is nothing more than social media stuff. I don't think this stuff translates to reality. What you're seeing here is the hypocrisy that a lot of women who engage in social media discourse and misandry post all their expectations, right? Because there's not these things on this list, except the car is not a standard or a value system. It's just expectations or desires or a preference. And the moment a man or men set a simple boundary or standard or value, then it's you're a misogynist, you need to heal, you hate women, and who hurt you, and all this nonsense. And it just speaks to the nonsensical approach that these women have on social media about what's allowed from men and what's allowed and accepted and damn near celebrated for women. And it's just one of those times where you really start to see that men are absolutely expected to not have reciprocity. They're not expected to have standards or boundaries. They have to accept any and every behavior, any and every lack of standard, any and every lack of moral, and any and every lack of boundary from women. And women have a laundry list of things they expect from men simply because they're women. Let's go to the next one.
Simone Biles commented on my video. Simone Biles, Olympic gold medalist, most decorated gymnast of all time, took time out of her day, I think she's at the Olympics, to comment about the situation about her husband wearing her medal. She said, crazy thing is, I put my medal on every single one of my family members and took pictures. So don't ever make assumptions like y'all are so fucking miserable. Leave us alone. I'm honored to be told to fuck off by such a talented woman. Yeah, she told us to shut the fuck up, and she put the medal on him. So she told him to. I can't really be mad if she told him to. You know what I mean? And maybe he is really taking notes and keeping score. That's cute. That's more than anyone's ever done for me. And you know what? Maybe I am miserable. I'll be called miserable by the most decorated gymnast of all time. I don't really care. I think that's fine. I think in comparison, naturally I am not just miserable, but also lazy, untalented, and all the other things in the caption. I am undeniably that in comparison. So I don't mind. I don't mind this at all. I don't mind this at all. But good to know. Good information to know. I think that given the history of it, naturally, a lot of us saw that and were a little bit like, oh, jerked out of the seat. Whoa. False alarm. Okay.
She told you to mind your fucking business, and I don't blame her. How dare you gin up hatred for this woman's husband solely based on assumptions that you know nothing about. You don't know the interweavings of their marriage. You don't know what goes on in their marriage behind closed door. You're a fucking stranger to these people. They don't know you. You don't know them. But yet you made a post that garnered like millions upon millions of views, denigrating this woman's husband for wearing her medals when she allowed every one of her family members to wear her medals. You did this, and I know you do it for likes, clicks, and views because you're a sociopath. You don't have anything else going on in your life by your own admission, saying that, yeah, you should have mind your business, and yeah, you don't have anyone to treat you this way. We're not surprised you don't have anyone to treat you this way because there's something wrong with you. There's something fundamentally wrong with what you're doing. You don't understand that people have the right to their life, and you got in your feelings because this man had the audacity a year or so ago in an interview say he was the prize just as well as his wife. And by the way, his wife was right there on the side. You just didn't see her because they didn't pan the camera over to her, but she was right there and she didn't disagree. But you went on this whole diatribe about him wearing his own wife's medal and to only be corrected by the woman herself and tell you to mind your fucking business. Someone should have told you this a long time ago. There's something profoundly wrong with you. You're one of the biggest misandrists on TikTok that I've ran across. And it shows that there's something wrong with you. The glazed over look in your eyes, all the jerking motions, all of this stuff, you record this stuff. And there's something fundamentally wrong with a person that invests so much time in someone else's life. This is you, by the way. I want everyone who follow this woman and give her all these millions upon millions of views to realize this is the person you're following. I'll put up the video clip and we'll go to the next one, but I'll leave y'all with this clip of the person that y'all follow so wholeheartedly and buy into her nonsense.
Girls, XOXO,
Let's go to the next one.
Enjoy a nice lifestyle.
Bitches can't even afford the lifestyle that you really want.
Well, I actually pay for everything myself. I pay for my hair, my nails, all my upkeep.
That's the problem today. Y'all bitches act like y'all don't need a man.
So maybe would you like to provide for me then?
All you bitches think about is money, you fucking gold digger bitch.
What kind of woman are you trying to date?
You girls are stupid if you think I'm paying on the first date.
Congratulations, you're an adult. You want some type of accolades or hand clapping for you being an adult. Like, for one, it's your responsibility to keep up with your own cosmetic hygienic practices, like getting your hair and nails done. That's your own cosmetic hygiene. Why should a man come along and pay for those things? You're gonna do those things regardless if you're in a relationship or not. So just because you may date someone or get into a relationship does not mean that person is now responsible for your upkeep of your cosmetic hygienic routine. That's on you. And it never surprises me that women are so transactional nowadays. They expect because you enter into a relationship or a dating scenario that you of your own volition want to get involved with, that now this man is supposed to front you financially for your basic adulting needs, like getting your hair and nails done. I mean, what are we doing here? Like, if you ladies you really want to be ladies of the night, you want to make everything a transition, a transactional relationship, I should say, then say that up front. Say, I want to get paid to play. Because if you're gonna continue these charades all over social media as if men are doing something so egregious to you because no one wants to come into a dating scenario and basically front you financially things that you are supposed to be doing as an adult, then you need to stamp on your forehead that you are a lady of the evening and you're in business and you're looking for a John, because this is trick behavior. No one is saying that men don't want to foot the bill for a courtship. Like, if I'm going to date a woman, men don't have a problem with dating a woman with intent, as long as it's not one of those scenarios where you got a guy in your phone as a foodie date, or as the guy that pays the cell phone bills, or the guy that pays the light bill, or the guy that pays whatever bill you may have these guys listed in a directory for. Men have become astute. We see what y'all say on social media, and men are not buying this nonsense. They're not gonna foot your lifestyle simply because you want them to. It's not going to happen. You ladies have to realize and remember something here. Men have access to social media, and we see what you say and we see how you move. And men are just not playing these games with y'all anymore. So if this young lady wants some type of accolade, I know she did it to get likes, clicks, and views, and she thought she ate, and she had a lot of ladies cracking their sides and laughing and all that nonsense. But there's some truth to this. You expect men to treat you from a transactional perspective like you're a lady of the evening without being treated like a lady of the evening. Let's go to the next one.
Older men don't want older women. I have a hard time believing that older men genuinely see younger women and think, this is my romantic equal. Yeah. Like, I don't think you think that about a 22-year-old, sir. Winston, Charles. I agree. Think back if you can. Don't say anything out loud. Just think about what you were doing at 21. Don't say nothing. See, look at your face. Look at your face. You see what I'm talking about? You don't know yourself enough. You're naive. You're immature. You have no business dating somebody who can buy houses and such.
First, let me say, there's a small percentage of older men who actually can date younger women. It's not happening in mass. It's not happening in droves. These men are very successful. They're in shape. They still look good for their age. Their age, I should say. They're financially able to foot a lifestyle for a younger lady that they want to incorporate into their life. So to sit up here and to basically shame men, because this is what this is, a shaming attempt, to shame men who are able to access dating younger, is just nothing more than the same thing we've seen for year after year after year after year. Older women who have aged out of the dating market to get viable prospects that may be suitable to meet their standards or their expectations, have options other than them, and they don't like it. Why are you a certain age in the dating market as a woman anyhow? You ladies blow up your families, you blow up your marriages, you blow up your relationships, thinking the grass is greener on the other side. You get out here in the dating market and realize it's not, and then you say, well, hold on, wait a minute. The guys who are my age, they should want me as well because I'm out here, and I mean, why am I not a viable candidate? Because you come with burdens, bitterness, a lot of times biological baggage, and those men don't have to settle for you. And that's what I don't think a lot of y'all are realizing that. Men don't have to, if a man has his shit together, he doesn't have to settle for you at a point of your lowest, the lowest version of yourself. They don't have to settle for that. They can always go younger, and they do. And it's not a lot of men that are doing this, but the ones who can, I say more power to them. You're just hating, and you don't like the fact that these men have options, and their options aren't you. Let's go to the next one.
Older men be like, I don't want older women or women my age because they look this way. And I'd be like, but you're bald. You getting bald. I ain't letting no old nigga suck the life out of me. No, I'm not doing it.
Why?
You want to hoe around in your 20s and your 30s. Now you're 50 and you single because you was hoeing around all around town, community dick. And now you want to get somebody that's younger because they less used. You're used. So you're used up and you want somebody less used up? No, go ahead and get your match. They be out here, they be having several baby mothers, several kids, but want a girl with no kids. No, get your match.
Of course it's her. This woman has some of the most ignorant takes on social media I've ever seen. It's always shame after shame after shame with her. Receding hairlines, community D. I've said it previously and I'll say it again. There's a small percentage of men who actually can date younger. And those men typically have their shit together. Those men are in good shape. Those men look good. Those men have financial resources. And those men are stable enough to be able to date younger women. Why? Because those women want to date those men. And no amount, I don't care how y'all try, the amount of shaming y'all execute on social media, you're not gonna stop women, young women in particular, I should say, young women in particular, from dating older men if that's what they desire. You can keep trying this tired shit over and over and over again, and it does nothing but make you look like the haters that you are. The small percentage of men who can do this, they're going to do it, and there's nothing you can do about it. You can cry, you can whine, you can bemoan, you can say it gives you the ick, it doesn't seem right, it doesn't seem whatever. As long as those women are of age and they make that decision of their own autonomy to date whom they choose, which y'all seem to have a problem with when they date the men who are toxic, when they date the men who are their age and those men run through them and ghost them. You don't have a problem with that, but you have a problem when they settle up to a guy that actually can improve their life because you believe those men are meant for the women who ruined their life earlier and now are the bitter, broken, burdened, biological burdened women in their older age. You think those men should settle for those women. And I'll say it again, they don't have to. They have options, and that's what y'all don't like. That's all I got, man. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, get it cracking in the comments. I'll see y'all in the next one. Catch y'all in the credits. 2 fingers. Peace. I'm out. Black Jesus.